I got by Burlington Coat Factory. They took me for over 250 bucks because of all these various lovely gift sets and fragrances. In particular, today's gift set fragrance item that got gotted by in Burlington Coat Factory is this MCM Crush gift set. So that's what's included. A little 20-ounce travel, 70-ounce full. That's their full size. 70 ounces, 70 milliliters. That is their standard, like full size at MCM when they produce these little bag-shaped, super cute, kitschy kind of things. Then you got the little 5 mil mini there that'll go on the mini shelf. All right, so let's talk about the notes. First up, the top notes: pear, black currant, apricot, and pink pepper. Middle notes of May rose, because the other roses suck. Peony-magnolia. I grew up around magnolia trees. They do have a very nice, fresh, white floral scent. And then base notes of cashmere wood. What if it meant to be wool? Cedar and ambrette. I don't know what ambrette is. I'm going to look that up real fast so I don't sound like an idiot. Although right now I probably do have sound like an idiot. Seed soil is kind of musky. Okay, so kind of woody. All right, muskmallow. All right, yeah, okay, that's what's going on. All right, so a woman's fragrance that opens up very fruity and floral and dries down to wood. Let's see how that turns out. All right, let's go ahead and get the thing unboxed. Badly, I'm bad at it. This is a very nice box. Perfect gift set. You know exactly what it is by looking at it. All right, very cute, very kitschy, very adorable. My wife already opened it and started using this to smell it, so I can actually smell it a little bit in the box. So my wife ruined the unboxing. She doesn't get this now. It's all her fault. I will now not let her have anything. All right, then we got the little mini. Oh, come on. There you go, you son of a gun. Oh, that is adorable. But also adorable is the full size. We'll just squish the button. The full size bag, bottle, whatever you call it. All right, so in an effort to make this look a little more official, I suppose, I'll put this kind of like in the corner, like, ooh, look, I'm advertising it. Oh, it's upside down. There. All right, there's the bottle. Looks like all the MCM bottles from this design. Overall, the atomizer tends to be pretty good. This is one of those ones that if you like one of these, go ahead and get all of them. That's my opinion. They also make men's colognes. I have Diamonds, which is excellent. It's excellent coffee cream kind of fragrance. Very much more masculine, obviously, because it's for me. But overall, great fragrance house. And they're middle end, 60 bucks for this gift set. If you wanted to buy just this bottle in Joma Shop, also 60 bucks. So it's very affordable. It's under $1 a milliliter when you go to a discounter. More expensive in the stores, obviously. But once you get this at a discounter, you're getting a good price to performance to quality ratio there. All right, so let's go ahead and do the spray on paper. As always on this channel, we spray on paper. I give you my basic impressions. Then I move on, spray on the skin. I tell you if any of the notes are any different. Usually that manifests itself in this context as the fruit notes tend to come out much sweeter, much faster, because all those fragrance oils are hitting my 98.6 degree skin and they tend to evaporate more quickly compared to like paper, which is like 70 degrees or whatever the temperature in this room is. So let's go ahead and spray. Empty. There it goes. Oh, that's actually decent atomizer. I always forget, these are actually decent atomizers. They do a pretty good job. They put out a good bit of juice, good bit of spray, no dribbling. It's kind of nice. Okay, that's a very fresh fruit with a good bit of sweetness to it as well. But I'd say on paper, the freshness kind of outpaces that sweetness, but it's not green. So sometimes they try to make like the fruit notes kind of green to give them this fresh aspect to them. This does not smell green, just smells very fresh. I'm already getting some of the florals. Definitely noticing, I think, that peony coming out. That might be the pink pepper like masking itself early on. But yeah, that's nice. That's a super fresh, sweet, feminine, fruity kind of smell. It's not citrusy. This is like straight fruit. This is like just a general sweet, sugary fruit kind of smell, but on the fresher side. All right, let's do skin. Let's see how this goes. Bop, bop. Nice shiny skin now. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both arms. You know why? Because I'm going to bed. My wife can deal with this. She opened the box early. That's what she gets. She gets to smell my floral, feminine self. All right. Way sweeter on skin. Holy cow, that is like, it's not night and day, but it's definitely a more intense sweetness on skin. Very fresh, very fruity. I was surprised, like even though like on Fragrantica, the primary notes listed as floral, that opening like burst is very fruity. I'm honestly not picking up much more than that opening sweet fruit. I'm not picking up the florals as much as I did on paper. I kind of noticed they're it's a little, obviously paper tends to be a little more dry. But yeah, that's excellent. That's a very feminine, fruity opening. Very nice, very well blended, not cloying. It's just overall a well done opening with all those fruit notes and a little bit of floral sneaking in already. But yeah, all right, so once I've worn this for a day or two, my wife's worn it for a day or two, I come back, it'll be a split second for you, but for me it'll be a few days, and I'll talk about things like dry down, performance, as well as projection, longevity, all those things that you might want to be more inclined to hear about. So that's it. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. It's been a split second for you guys. It's been days and days and days for me and my wife wearing this. And so MCM Crush, my wife loves it. She thinks it's awesome. It's the bee's knees, which is kind of surprising because she can be a little iffy on florals, especially like peony, those pinkish kind of rose adjacent florals, but she loves this, and I can basically explain why. First, let's talk about the longevity. Longevity's 6 to 8 hours on skin, good projection for about 3 to 4 if you overspray. So it's not a super beast mode-y fragrance, but that also simultaneously makes this very, very office safe just based on that projection. So you're not going to fill a room or offend anybody 5 cubicles down the way, that kind of thing. So very effective at getting the smell across without being kind of understated, without being just super beastly and possibly offensive to those around you. Now, that being said, let's talk about the note breakdown and how those interpretations kind of come through. So the fruity kind of notes in the opening, they last for about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe longer on clothing, and they project during that time. When you get to the florals, that's the main concern. My wife and I are always concerned that florals kind of will end up coming off old lady-ish, especially peony and magnolia in particular. And rose can be hit or miss, but they actually come out very, very smooth and clean. So basically how I would describe these florals is it's a smooth, clean, nearly soapy smelling kind of floral combination, and it's not powdery at all to my nose. I don't get any powder, I don't get any of that, like, I'm gonna say, the way I always describe it, it doesn't smell like a funeral home when someone's going to like a wake or a funeral. It doesn't have that like super duper powdery, potpourri, like sterile kind of smell to it that some florals can have. This does not have that. So that's a huge benefit for this. So this is very clean, very feminine, very soap adjacent kind of floral combo once those fruit notes kind of fade away. Now the base notes of cashmere, cedar, and ambrette, those are all fine. They stick around. The cedar is not super light. It's not that really sour cedar. It's just like more of like a light, sweet, woody kind of fragrance, kind of how that presents. And by that point, it really is a skin scent. So those base notes don't really project super hard unless you're crazy gonna overspray this, which you kind of can because it's not a super beast mode projector, as I mentioned earlier. But overall, really nice fragrance. Obviously the cool kitschy bottle and everything, that MCM makes cool stuff like that. But yeah, my wife and I were kind of pleasantly surprised at how good this turned out and how pleasant it was overall. If you like the idea of a floral that kind of smells smooth and a little soapy and clean, you'll like this. If you don't like the notion of like a soapy kind of soapy sweet fragrance, then you're not gonna like this. But it comes off very feminine, very pleasant, and very clean and office safe. So that's MCM Crush in a nutshell. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Have a great day.